What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about creating a social influence, like creating a friend group around you, like spending your time wisely with the people you want to be spending time with. So a lot of people, they have friends that do things that don't align with their personal ethics, their values, stuff like that. And it's honestly, it could be encroaching on their goals, their everything. It could really have an impact. Other people, whether we realize it or not, have an impact on our lives, They can change our lives, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's definitely something that people need to realize more. I think it's said a lot, but it needs to be said more. It's cliche, but again, it needs to be reminded. It needs to remind you guys, or I need to remind you guys, because it's so important. Changing your environment is such a big factor in changing the outcomes of your life, man. Really, man. Changing your environment helps so much, man. I think going out of high school, I think there's a lot of people that I know I should have, I hung out with, but my goals didn't line up with them. I wanted to be self-improvement, but everybody else was kind of, just doing whatever. I'm not gonna call out anybody at all, but it's like, it's just, there's nothing wrong with what they're doing. It's just, we just want different things, so we're just not compatible friends, you know what I'm saying? So you guys, I encourage you from this video, I encourage you to take away, I encourage you to look at your life and question, sorry, I'm running a red light. Okay, we're good. I encourage you to question, maybe to ask yourself, like, are you spending time with the people you want to be spending time with? Because as you get older, you're going to realize it's going to feel like time's going by faster and faster, probably because you're getting busier and busier, and you're less in the present moment more and more. All to point out that we are going to lose time. It's going to be tough to appreciate the moment. So we're losing time. Life is only so short. It's finite. Life is finite. So we have to realize, since life is finite, that we don't have much time. And because we have no time, we need to spend our time the most, maybe not efficiently, I don't think that's a good word, but like, life's too short to spend your time with people that you don't want to be spending time with in the first place, that don't align with your values, that don't align with your ethics, do things that don't align. And I think a good argument that some people put up is like, if you have so much self-control, it doesn't matter what your habits that your friends do. It doesn't matter what they do. If you hang out with them, they do the habits, whatever. It doesn't matter, man. You just don't do them. Self-control. But what people don't realize is that it gets into your subconscious. It's kind of like consuming media, just your diet. I think a good quote I heard is, the diet is the food you eat, but it's also the media you consume and the people you spend time with. So it's definitely something to think about, guys. It'll affect your subconscious and you'll notice yourself. I think humans just kind of have a natural like a natural habit or tendency to be like the people they spend the most time with. Like you've probably heard before, set a reverse park. You probably heard before, like, you are the product of the people you spend the most time with. You are the product of the 5 most people you spend the most time with, that are the 5 most people you're closest with, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just think about that, guys. Think about that. Really, if you're to take something away from this video, question who you are spending time with. Ask yourself, do I want to continue to spend time with these people? Are they really worth my time? You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't think it's that complicated. I think you just need to ask that question. Ask like, am I spending my time the way I want? This could go off in another lesson. Like, am I spending the time? Yeah, I'm like, if you look at like the past, like maybe a good exercise for you guys right now is look at what you've done, the habits you've been doing, the habits you've been having, the people you've been spending time with, maybe how you've been performing, like grades, stuff like that. Look at that in the past 2 weeks, maybe 2 months, whatever. And like ask yourself, like, do you want to continue that for the rest of your life? What would happen if you continued that for the rest of your life? What would happen, guys? You know? Ask yourself that. I think that's a hard, very uncomfortable question for some people, I feel like. Or I feel like it would be. Because, you know, I'm at myself. I've been having some bad habits recently. I'm trying to get over it. You know, I'm not perfect myself just because I'm making this video. So I think really just find something, just analyze what you're going through, and ask yourself, like, I think it'd be a really good motivator. Like, ask yourself, do you want to live the way you're living the rest of your life, man? Do you really want to be living that way? You know? Anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys take value out of that. Ask yourself uncomfortable questions. Realize that life is short. You need to spend your time wisely. The only resources, if you break it all down, only resources you have is your time and your attention. So choose who, what, why, maybe not why, but like just choose who and what you put those two finite resources to, time and attention. You don't have infinite attention. We know that. We know we don't have infinite attention. We don't have infinite time. We know that. We're mortal. We're mortal guys. We're mortal beings. So just think about that, guys. Think about that. I hope that helps. Have a good one, guys.